It started out as an easy gig for free room and board. I considered myself a lucky man with a roof over my head and a place to sleep, but I was wrong. Dead wrong. What started out as an easy way in became so much more. The Sweet Tooth Bandit. I had been chasing this golden goose for years, but all I had come up with so far were a few Cadbury eggs. But after 2 years in, the bandit had chewed me up like an all-day sucker.
Morning, sunshine.
Is it? I haven't seen the light of day in weeks.
Weekend rounds will do that to you. Come on, we got a meeting with the chief. Apparently there's a hot new lead on the bandit.
Yeah, right. Come on now. We've gathered mounds of evidence against this guy, and we haven't heard so much as a peep yet. I know good and plenty. And I know it's a waste of time for us to sit here lollygagging about evidence, trying to score points with the chief.
Well, it may be a waste of time to you, but this one's a fast break. It just could be the payday I'm looking for.
Boys, I'm glad you came in. I've been meaning to talk to you.
What can we do for you, Chief?
Are you familiar with DL Sweets?
The heir of the Sweet's fortune? Yeah, everyone knows who that kid is. He pulls in $100 grand of inheritance a year alone.
That's right, I think you might be connected to the Sweet Tooth Bandit. I need you boys to connect the dots with some surveillance.
Sure thing, Chief.
Chief, with all due respect, Sweets is a freshman. The bandit has been at large for years. I doubt they're connected.
Johansson, you airhead! The Sweets family has been a major player in Sweden for years. You think it's a coincidence that the Sweets kid decided to go to college here?
No, sir. Not at all, Chief.
Listen, I talked to the people down at the York Mint. They said there's been an influx of unaccounted for Swedish krona. This could be a big move for the Sweets. They could be the Swedish fish. We need to catch this shark.
You're right, sir. We'll get her on it right now. And later as well.
Well, good, Williamson. Can I have a second to talk with Johansson?
Sure thing, Chief.
Now, Bill, I know since Rodney died, you've been having a tough time. But that was 2 years ago. You gotta move on.
Move on? Rodney is the best friend and partner I ever had. I'll never move on from losing a person like that in my life.
Truth is, kid, I need you on this too. You got a lot of potential, but you're never gonna reach it till you start blaming yourself for Rodney's death. After this case, you can take some time off. Think about if you still want to be an RA. Well, I'll give you 3 weeks.
I'll take 5, and not a week less.
Fine, but if you think you're gonna make me feel bad about something that happened 2 years ago, you got another thing coming.
Rodney only lived once, Chief. Roll up.
So what was that all about?
Nothing. So, where to next?
The secretary gave me a file on Sweets. Freshman, lives in St. Catharines. Criminal justice major. Get this. He's, whatchamacallit, diabetic.
If Sweets is really diabetic, what would he be doing in the candy trade? Honoring the one thing that hurts him most? Sweets would do anything to get out. He would go anywhere, even Alany. Sweets may be a mark for the real bandit, but if he is, he's an innocent one, that's for sure. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go there while I'm in class. Protect him at all costs. He could be in some serious danger. Text me with any updates.
Cohesion is when a group member reaches an acceptable level of desire to stay in the group.
Well, it may be a waste of time to you, but I'm in need of a fast break, and this could be just the payday I'm looking for. Get this. He's a whatchamacallit, diabetic.
Henry!
Hello, William. I've been waiting for you.
So you're the one behind all this? Sweet's death?
Afraid so, old chap.
You're British?
It really does put the butter on the toffee us meeting like this. If only your old friend Rodney was here for this little rendezvous.
You leave Rodney out of this. You aren't half the man he was.
He was a pawn in a much bigger game of chess.
I don't get that. We were best friends for 2 years.
We were like 3 musketeers. Such a strong bond on the outside, but nothing but fluff on the inside.
Stop using candy analogies, you damned airhead! God damn it, now I'm doing it!
I'm afraid once you pop, the fun don't stop. Speaking of which, now it's time for my explosive exit.
Don't you dare!
No!